I'm Ron Burgundy. Go stick a up your ass, San Diego.
For every Will Ferrell line you hear in a movie, there are 15 others that are even dumber in the best way possible.
I rained down on those villagers with frothy ejaculate.
Take a little break from life with Ferrell breaking his co-stars from SNL to Anchorman and everything in between.
Brian, I read somewhere, and tell me if this is true, that some of the silicone breast implants were filled with taco meat.
Getting the Anchorman cast back together for a sequel was either the best or worst idea in movie history. There are probably enough alternate takes for an entirely different version of the movie.
Grab the children! Save the children!
You.
Quick kiss.
Feel that. Tell me that doesn't feel like a
Going by the behind-the-scenes footage, everyone cracked up constantly. Well, everyone except Harrison Ford.
You like what you see, huh?
What's the most famous Will Ferrell SNL sketch of all time? You know it.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
More Cowbell went down in SNL history in 2000, and to this day, it's one of the most popular and quotable sketches to come out of Studio 8H, thanks mostly to Christopher Walken's straight-faced love of cowbell and Ferrell's straight-faced ability to play it. Everyone else? Well, they didn't quite manage the whole straight-face part.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
As usual, it's Jimmy Fallon who breaks first, but Chris Kattan is right behind him.
I'd be doing myself a disservice and every member of this band if I didn't perform the hell out of it.
The 2001 SNL sketch The Luvahs with Barbara and Dave isn't very noteworthy on its own. What makes it stand out, though, is that Jimmy Fallon is constantly breaking character for seemingly no reason.
Dave. David.
That's because what you don't see is Ferrell rubbing Fallon with his foot under the water.
I just remember trying to get my foot in your crotch during the sketch.
So every time Fallon starts trying to hold in his laughter out of nowhere, it's because there's an invisible game of footsie happening that the audience can't see.
The Welsh of the Arms is renowned for its shakes. Yeah, wonderful shakes.
I'm good.
And wouldn't you know, he did it again when the character was brought back for a 2002 skit. This time it was Jack Black who couldn't hold it together.
When Roger finally arrived in his wizard's costume, he joined in with such gusto.
The 2001 SNL sketch Evil Boss stars Ferrell as a kind, welcoming boss who has a psychopathic outburst every few seconds.
You do not!
Sorry.
You do not! Hey!
It guest stars Pierce Brosnan, who holds it together pretty well at first, but it gets harder for him to keep a straight face the longer the sketch goes on. By the time Ferrell's killing Chris Parnell with a trident, he's all but shaking with laughter and trying to hide it from the camera. Outtakes from the first Anchorman show exactly what you'd expect. Everyone trying to one-up everyone else with the most insane lines imaginable.
The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
It's kind of amazing that anyone ever got through an entire scene. Stay classy, Ron. Stay classy.
Do you ever cut a fart in a girl's face while you're doing it?
Tragically, we can't even get into some of the best bloopers from Step Brothers. It'd only be a bunch of bleeps.
This 1 month, I got so much you had to ice my
But from the looks of the behind-the-scenes footage, Step Brothers was a lot of fun for everyone involved. And if you thought Ferrell and John C. Reilly had comedic chemistry on screen, the gag reel proves it even more.
You just farted.
We had a good time.
Did you really just fart?
You can't put a name on the innocence of that face.
Smirker. This is impossible. Here we go.
Ferrell just has to walk into the room to make Jimmy Fallon start laughing, so it's not surprising that he couldn't keep a straight face during the SNL skit Gus Chiggins' Old Prospector.
The group gets separated. Where's the rendezvous point? Oh!
It's easy.
But this time, everyone in the room lost it. The skit is simple. A group of soldiers getting briefed for a mission has an old prospector in the squad. That's it, and Ferrell milks it for everything it's worth.
Oh, cinnamon and gravy.
For the SNL sketch Reality Stars, Will Ferrell stars as one half of a duo who turn a backyard barbecue into an impromptu reality TV episode. Ferrell goes all in, but if you can tear your eyes away from him for one moment, you'll notice that Kate McKinnon and Aidy Bryant are mostly failing at holding back laughter.
Everyone was there, literally everyone, but you bitch!
Even Ferrell himself breaks a little on his final line. The only performer who walks away with a straight face is the dog, in a manner of speaking.
She doesn't walk, she hates it.
Between Ferrell, John C. Reilly, and Sacha Baron Cohen, the set for Talladega Nights rarely had a dull moment.
Breathe in, relax. I know it's hard, but relax. No.
I sure as hell am, Chip. Chip!
Did you just fart, I love you?
There must be hours worth of Ferrell's improvised lines for every movie he's ever done.
Dude, don't laugh. I gotta live with that every day.
And the other guy's is no different.
I have mucus in my eyes. Am I coughing up blood? My testicles feel hot and swollen. I'm laughing. I'm in so much pain.
His regular co-stars are probably used to a lot of improv on sets, which is why it's even better when you get a more serious actor like, say, Eva Mendes in the mix, and they can't keep it together.
I was so full of testosterone, I actually killed a coyote.
I'm not as professional. I can't do this right now.
In a 1998 SNL sketch, Ferrell plays sportscaster Harry Caray opposite Joan Allen as NASA flight director Linda Ham.
Linda Ham! Does your name ever make you hungry?
As the two discuss space exploration and sandwiches, and Ferrell bombards her with one absurd line after another, Allen tries to keep it together, but eventually can't help it.
Because one time I named a sandwich Linda. It was a beautiful sandwich. We'll head on over to Mars and I'll bring my sandwich Linda. And we can make sloppy Martian love in the back of my dune buggy.
For most of the SNL sketch Dr. Beaman's Office test results, Ferrell manages to stay in character as an OBGYN who's absurdly terrible at his job.
We haven't seen our son in a week. We want to know.
You shut that mouth, Tom.
Then Tim Meadows shows up.
That'll be $5,000. Good day to you both.
From that point, the sketch goes off the rails.
The truth is, we misplaced your baby.
Apparently, Meadows was a surprise appearance, and Ferrell, who wrote the sketch, knew full well how ludicrous the whole thing was, which really just makes it better.
What the hell was that?
Look, I couldn't think of anything good.
The 2001 SNL sketch Short Shorts for the USA is based around one joke: Will Ferrell wearing a thong.
What?
All right, McCrew, that's enough.
Rumor has it that Ferrell was originally supposed to wear Daisy Dukes, so the cast's reaction was real when he walked in with a star-spangled bulge the day the skit went live. Even Ferrell seemed like he was close to losing it for a second.
Why don't you guys continue the meeting? And, I'm just gonna grab a little coffee.
Ferrell wasn't the main character of the Zoolander movies, but he still made Mugatu one of the best parts of the movie.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
True to form, he went completely over the top, trying to make the rest of the cast break character.
Well, when Maury told me what you were willing to do...
Hey, do one more.
But his biggest laughs came from multiple takes of his famous Hansel line.
He's amazing, and he's hot as a firecracker.
And Mila Jovovich just couldn't keep it together. Get Hard was never Ferrell's biggest movie or the most loved by his fans, and most of the bloopers are, honestly, kind of hard to show or talk about.
Filet of an infinite amount of someone hard up there. I'm in there. Just someone.
that's gonna get old pretty fast. But there is one behind-the-scenes blooper that's right up there with any Anchorman or SNL outtake. It's when Ferrell tries to intimidate Kevin Hart and surprises both of them by actually doing it.
Stop. Stop it. Stop. Oh, sorry. Sorry.